always said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter Finley Stadium, and home to the NC State Wolfpack. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Penn State Nittany Lions. Taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the NC State Wolfpack. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Nittany Lions will kick it away to start us off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. To the air on first down. They're working that left side. Oh, he's got some space. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Still running at the 40. He's loose. Touchdown, NC State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all of the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like it, scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Back to throw, it's Callaway. Quick strike complete. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
To the ground, he's got it again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Nice job there by the running back. They toss it to him, and he's able to kind of weave his way for a very good game for this offense.
The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a third down stop. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
Now the play fake. Now adjusting. Trying to make magic with his feet. He gets it across the 40 and out of bounds at the 38.
Well, two things I love by the quarterback on that play. One, his ability to flush outside the pocket and make a quick decision. No one's open and I'm taking off and running. And two, get out of bounds. No need to take a big hit. Just save yourself, save the body. Fresh set of downs coming. Well done.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, Just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Trying to find his man in the middle. Go to the end zone. It's picked off. Taking it the other way.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on third down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready. Had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Motion from the back. The option look. He'll toss it. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on 2nd down. Trying to turn the corner on the left. Looking for room at the 40. There he goes. The 20. Touchdown, North Carolina State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. That he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll try the toss to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Callaway. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And this offense coming out slow, man. It's kind of frustrating because you had that bye week last week. What do? You go back and self-scout, look at yourself. What can I do better? And then you come out in the first quarter and you're not playing great out the gates. They got to find themselves in a little rhythm, knock off some of that bye week rust.
Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Power football with the run. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Hauls it in at the 25. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. The give on the inside. At the 40, there he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Really nice penetration by this defense, getting in there immediately, causing the running back to have to go a direction he doesn't want to go. And this defense has started the game so good. Several drives, no points allowed, and setting the tone on this drive.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Running games so far, dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. To the air, it's Callaway. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down mark.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Hauls it in, looking for space. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. NC State going up tempo.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. And we're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Gets it out fast. Herman still on his feet. Breaks into the open on the left. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll send the back in motion. The pitch. Picks up the first down, still moving. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Release to the back. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you loved playing on teams with great offenses.
1st and goal now as NC State tries to find a way to score. trying to punch it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And on that situation on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Fourth and goal from the 4, and look at this. The offense still on the field. They'll go for it. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver. And
turning it on! Good job up front to get it out to the 22 before he's knocked out of bounds.
Yeah, I'm so impressed watching this guy run the football. And I'll tell you, I think Joe Paterno would have loved this guy in his offense, too. His teams always prided themselves on being able to run the football, right? Be more physical than the opponent. This guy has the ability to just wear defenses down. So hard to stop.
Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
The Nittany Lions looking to convert on fourth down. What a turning point this could be. The offense is going for it inside its own 30. Starts to scramble to the left. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. The Nittany Lions will have it first and 10. Pulls and fires complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The give to the tailback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the pack on third down. Running to Green. Breaks into the open. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. The Nittany Lions pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Firing to the right, complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to pass. Looking for an open area to his left. Blasted as he lets it go.
These receivers on these scramble drills are going to have to play with a little bit more urgency because this pass rush is getting after the QB. He was flushed out to the left and wasn't able to complete that throw because of the hit he took.
The play action fake. Going for 6. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And it's third down and short, and I'm kind of surprised. Listen, I love aggressive offenses, but this is an offense that's been running the football really, really well. Surprised they just didn't get physical.
Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Brought down at the 1-yard line, and oh, so close to a pick 6.
How about the athletic ability by the big fella? You know, you got those big linebackers in there used to taking on fullbacks and offensive linemen the whole game. He understands for passing situations. I'm getting drops. I'm getting deep in my drops, playing the quarterback's eyes, breaking on the football, making the INT. What an athlete.
Quickly complete. Down at the 16-yard line, and they're threatening to score in the waning moments of the half. NC State quick to the line. Pulls and throws off the RPO.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Right down the middle. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Listen, sometimes you know as a quarterback, I got to scramble, I get outside the pocket, nothing's there, live to fight another down. Good job not forcing the football. Incompletion, move on.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball and force the incompletion.
The kick is on its way. Secures it at the 30. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Nittany Lions have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Under fire. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
And the Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gonna take a shot at this DB. He's got it on the left. Thought for a minute they were gonna turn that into a score. They get the big play, but time runs out here in the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. NC State will kick off to start things here in the 2nd half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the 1st half, and they might need even more production production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a third down, unloads it downfield. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Man, this is how we do it. Defensively, you go into halftime, you make adjustments. You talk about, we've seen them do this, we've seen them do that. Let's get ready for it. Let's have a plan. Plan executed. You could tell they knew what was coming, did a great job defensively, forcing an interception right out the gates to start the second half.
NC State going up tempo.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Here comes the heat. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Yeah, I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Good pickup on that one. They will stop him short of the line to gain, and now we'll see what they do on 4th down from the 17. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep this drive alive. Got some room headed to the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. Gets the back moving. Takes the easy one to the back. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. The Nittany Lions in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Keep it on the ground. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Tempo and overdrive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Swings it out to the flat. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Toss to the outside. Oh, better look out. To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Nittany Lions have their offense in high gear. Off-play action on 1st down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly complete. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. He was all by himself out there. Someone just lost track of their assignment.
And that's so frustrating because you want to make offenses earn it. And you don't want to give up big plays and bust coverages and let people run wide open, especially good players. Like, you know this guy's a good player, and you let him run wide open down the field.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Unleashes one. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB. You always want to give your big-time players a chance. That might have been too much of a chance to give right there.
And I know I'll give you a chance when it's one-on-one, but not two-on-one. You got to see that, got to understand that they're trying to take away this guy. There's a reason they're trying to take him away. What else can I do now to take advantage of that defense?
Running wide open down the gut of the field. Oh, the ball's out after that big play. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls off.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Blast is way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Oh, he's got some space. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays.
Throw toward the end zone, picked off right at the goal line. He's at the 50. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Penn State. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn on the Jets, making the big play.
Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. They're really spinning that wheel of fortune here. 2-possession game, going for the onside kick here in the 3rd. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Unloads quickly. And they'll move the chains with the 1st down. That might be it for the 3rd quarter. If you like old-school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So first down, we'll open up the final period.
Let's go! Let's go!
Rides to back and leaves it. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. Off play action. Moving away from pressure. Unloads to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, the cornerback wasn't fooled that time. He was squatting on the out route, and because of that, he was able to transition, break on the ball, and knock it away.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. A first down run on the doorstep. Touchdown, NC State! And they take it in for 6 more points. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. Looking to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
And the Nittany Lions with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. There he goes.
You go into conservative mode when you get this backed up, obviously, in such negative situations as an offense, but that's a really nice job. I mean, you probably were like, hey, I'm just going to hand it off, make sure I don't throw an interception, make sure nothing bad happens. But how about that? You still bust out a big play.
Working that left side now. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And you'd like to see the defense play a little bit tighter on those short yard situations. They give up the first down, and they better get ready. As you can tell, they're right back on the ball to run another play.
The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. The Nittany Lions are in the hurry-up. Off the play fake on first down. He's got it inside the 25. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Wants to go up top. Flushed out of the pocket. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the 4th. They'll line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. NC State sending the offense back onto the field.
Here we go.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
NC State with the 1st and 10 here.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run. When they're going between the tackles, this defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He wants to change this route. Trying to turn the corner on the right. Not much room, a pickup of 2 down to the 28. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The pitch to the left. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, he got you 2 on 1st down. He got you 2 on 2nd. 2 won't get it done on 3rd. You're going to have to go somewhere else if you're on offense here and stay on the field.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. Got enough for the 1st. And he's brought down after a nice gain. NC State with a fresh set of downs thanks to that running game. Trying to beat him to the left. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, North Carolina State. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. They started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the 4th quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. It's amazing how fluid and potent an offense can seem when you get a great pickup on 1st down, and the tight end's a terrific place to go.
Tight ends nowadays are kind of like cheat codes. I mean, they just know so much about right here. Seeing zone, know when to sit it down, boom, positive yards, nice positive play for this offense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Pocket breaking down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Trying to get it to the marker. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Throws to the tight end. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too.
He lets one fly deep, and he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. One more play to pad the stats. Goes to the option. Now the pitch. Runs through a tackle. Flying down the left side. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations.